Hi, Busio.
Hello.
Um,
Yes.
so this is Martin from Strafe Esports. I want to
Hello,
start
Martin.
by congratulating you. An amazing win.
Thank you.
Quarterfinals on your very first Worlds appearance. Um, now to start off, I gotta ask. The last time you FlyQuest and Team Liquid met, you guys won a fairly comfortable, despite dramatic finish, um, series, right? So with that in mind, how confident were you guys coming into today's series?
I was pretty confident coming into today's series because I thought after our sin after our last HLE series, our gameplay seemed to be really high. And like honestly, I feel like as a team, we've just been playing at a really high level these past couple of weeks. And TL was struggling a bit with Gam and they had like a shaky game against Pain, so I didn't think they were on peak TL form.
Mhm.
So that made me confident. But then like last night, I got sick. Like I have a cold or something right now, and I was so stressed. I'm like, but took some medicine, been sucking on cough drops, had some tea on stage, thanks to our support staff. So I felt fine on stage, and yeah, we won. So I'm happy.
Yeah, okay. That sucks to hear. I'm glad you were able to feel good on stage at least.
Yeah.
Um, Now could I get your take on NA facing NA with quarterfinals on the line? Would you have preferred to face another team? Do you think in terms of fairness? I don't know. I just want to get your take on that.
For a viewer, it can be pretty lame that like it's NA versus NA for a quarterfinal spot. We didn't beat any LPL or LCK teams, and we made it to quarters. So I mean, it's just how the Swiss stage is. It's just how drawing works. You can get lucky, and we did get more lucky. And in terms of like our easiest draw, TL was probably our easiest draw, but I would not mind at all facing a G2 or who else, like a Weibo or something. Like I would also be pretty confident against them. Um, so yeah, obviously BLG I think would be like a harder draw, but even G2 almost took them out today.
Yeah.
So no draw would make me feel like we can't win, but obviously TL was one of the easier ones.
Hmm. All right. I think that's fair. You guys have been playing great. Um, so like I said, your games today were a rematch of the LCS Championship, right?
Yeah.
Now, despite today's games being on a smaller stage, could you talk to me about the differences you felt in pressure and the atmosphere between LCS finals and playing for Worlds quarterfinals?
Mm. Mm. Playing for a championship feels more pressuring. It's a bigger venue. It's more important. You become a champion if you win, and that was my goal. So I felt more pressure in that. But at the same time, this match had a lot of pressure because if we lose, we go home. That's the end of the season, and that's sad.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about going home. I want to keep playing. I feel like I'm improving so much. We're improving as a team, and I'm learning so much over this world season. But at the same time, like I was sick, so I felt like no pressure because I'm just thinking about like my sickness, like so like I felt so little pressure today. I was like a little low energy, um, you know, but maybe that made me play better because other
Sure,
people in the
sure.
game seem nervous, um, especially some on the enemy team. It is a high pressure game. It's the
Yeah.
end of your season. That's normal. So yeah,
Maybe a kind of blessing in disguise, the feeling under the wing.
yeah, no, I think so. Like Quad was telling me, Quad is also a bit sick, and he was
Okay.
telling me like, oh, I want to be sick. I'm like, did you take medicine? He's like, no, I like being sick because he said when we won finals, he was also sick, and he said when he's sick, he just focuses better because
Yeah.
again, like he doesn't feel the pressure because he's more focused on like his illness.
Sure, sure. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um, Now, FlyQuest has really gone off script on some of your drafts at Worlds, right? Um, was that tool? Did you feel like that was sort of less available against Team Liquid since you guys have been playing each other all year long? Actually, I don't know if you knew this, but FlyQuest and Team Liquid are the two teams that have faced each other the most out of anyone all year
Yeah.
long in the world. So did it feel like that was not in your arsenal against Team Liquid?
I mean, Team Liquid knows us well, you know, just like we know them well. So, obviously, like they'll be careful not to give Bwipo good counter picks, and they know his preferred counter picks. So, like, they just know us a lot. Like, they were banning Leona a lot because they know that's one of my better engaged supports. And
No.
yeah, I don't know what else they were banning. But TL knows us well, so they're not going to get surprised by too many things. But also, you know, we don't want to use our strats, our hidden strats on TL. So good that we kept them tucked.
Yeah, yeah. Now, okay, so I gotta ask this, right? NA has
Yeah.
made it to quarters, and EU hasn't. There's obviously a lot of talk about the draws and all that, but what's your take? Is NA better than EU right now?
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Like, obviously, we got a luckier draw, you know. We had
Yeah.
to beat TL, and G2 had to beat BLG, and they went 1-2. I mean, their game was close, but at the same time, we almost just made it in by beating HLE. We were also super close. So I think we're the same level as G2, if not better.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, FlyQuest has actually been on an upwards trend pretty much all year long, right?
Yeah.
Uh, could you talk to me? What would you say are some of the key factors or maybe moments that throughout the year that you feel have allowed you guys to improve so much?
Mm. Mm. I mean, we just have like many great teachers on our team. Like Inspired helps a lot, Whippa helps a lot, and then the coaching staff is amazing. Like Arrow helps Masu so much. Arrow also helps me a lot. Um, Arrow's super focused on the bot lane, so he just constantly helps us improve. And then in Summer Split, we got Mithy, who helped me a lot as well because he was previously a support player, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it just takes time, you know, takes time and experience. Like winning big matches and getting confidence and you know, just getting more stage experience like helps me a lot because what I've also noticed, or like something Mithy told us before finals, is like it's not going to be perfect, and that helps me focus because previously, like when I'd make a mistake, I would like be thinking about the mistake like later in the game, but you know now I'm just like nothing's perfect. Like I'm watching the best teams in the world, random stuff happens, mistakes happen, and it's just important to like stay focused and still looking in the future because you can always win even if you make mistakes early game. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just grew as a player and grew mentally as well.
Now, you talking about your own personal improvement. Like I said, this is your first Worlds appearance, right? And you're already in
Yeah.
quarters. Um, how has the experience been for you? Do you feel like um, playing at Worlds specifically against some of the best teams in the world, like that has helped you improve a lot?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just during Worlds, all your scrims are against teams that always try hard, and it's the time of the year where all the teams are tryharding, so the scrim quality is way higher, and I think that increases um, the rate of improvement. And also, you get to play a good amount of stage games, and you get to watch a lot of stage games.
Yeah.
And yeah, the level of League of Legends is just the highest during Worlds usually.
Mhm.
So there's a lot to look at, a lot to learn from, and everybody's trying to play their best.
Mhm. Would you say that for you personally, you're kind of at your peak right now?
Um, yeah, I would say so in terms of like overall knowledge and understanding the game. Yeah, I'm probably at my peak.
Mm. Right. So like I said, Fly has gone off script a lot in drafts, right? But you personally, this series, could you maybe talk me through the thought process behind the Lulu and Senna picks? Because we haven't
Hmm.
seen that at Worlds.
Yeah, the the Lulu game, our swap was a bit of a disaster, so we didn't get to really use the pick, and that's like my bad for that whole swap scenario. We probably shouldn't swap, but even if we do, there's something we can do that would make it look better. But we just had a lot of frontline already, and Lulu ult's like low key broken. They buffed its knockup, and
Yeah.
you know I had a Skarner Cassante. I can ult them when the Jax is jumping on my Ashe. I can just insta polymorph him or polymorph the Xin Zhao. and we just had enough frontline to where Lulu is just really strong, you know? Like when my Cassante goes in, I just like knock them up around him and he's just owning.
Mhm.
And for the Senna pick, it was the same situation. Like I could pick a melee support there, but Senna is just a hyperscaler and Callista enables me to like be safe and then also have a winning lane. But I played too aggressive in lane on when their jungler could skip a camp without a ward, so that's kind of stupid of me. But even then, like without a ward, I could probably play better and survive the gank. My flash was bad. But
Yeah.
yeah, Senna's just a hyperscaler with that build. I got to 3 items in that game. We were losing pretty hard, but like low-key it was close. Like my heals were pumping at the
Yeah.
end there.
Hmm.
And yeah, you know, like Nocturne goes in and wants to like one-shot somebody, I can just heal everyone, shield everyone. I don't even have to see the fight. If Nocturne's ulting on someone, I can just ult them. But it's not like Senna's specifically good into Nocturne. It's just like, again, in that game, we had a lot of frontline, so I can go that hyperscaling enchanter if needed.
Sure. I appreciate the insight.
Yeah.
Now, could I ask what your personal goal? What I mean, maybe now it's different, right? But when you were coming into Worlds, what was your personal goal for what kind of stage would you have been happy with reaching?
I didn't really have a personal goal in terms of like result. I just wanted to play well because I had a pretty rough MSI. So as long as I felt like I played comfortably on stage and played like myself, I'd be happy. And I think I showed that in a lot of games. So I'm already happy. And yeah, it's like this world is just a great experience for improving myself for next year.
Hmm.
And it's great that we have made it this far already.
Yeah. Now, just to wrap up, Busio, do you have any preferences on who you like to face in quarters?
The draw already happened, and I believe we're facing Gen.G.
Right. Oh, I missed that.
So,
Um,
nah, you're good. You're good.
how do you feel about the matchup? Obviously, I mean Gen.G
Yeah.
freaking hell, right? But
Yeah. Yeah. I
the,
mean, Gen.G. Sorry.
but is there any part of you that realistically feels, we can do something here?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, Gen.G is one of the best teams in the world, but so was HLE, and we were super close to beating them. And they're just a team, you know. Like if we throw them off,
Yeah.
they might not expect what we got coming for them. And even in a normal game, like we can beat them. It's definitely possible.
All right. That's all the questions I have for you, Buzio. Thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and best of luck in quarters.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Go get him. Bye bye.